Paris missed the opportunity to close the gap on Monaco and Nice as they played out a 1-1 draw with the Principality side. A Cavani penalty in the 81st minute seemed to send Paris a joint second with Monaco, but a late Bernardo Silva goal salvaged a draw for Monaco, who keep their 3-point cushion over the Parisian club and remain first in Ligue 1 on top of Nice on goal difference. Silva scoring in the 92nd minute, right at the death. Nice had a chance to return top of Ligue 1, a chance taken as Alassane Plea scored the first goal for the Niçois, a fantastic solo effort. Jean-Michel Seri, back from the African Cup of Nations, then got the second, player who was sorely missed, and the Ivorian showing his worth early on. Jimmy Briand got a consolation goal for Guingamp in the second half, but it was a little too late for the visitors as Mario Balotelli scored his 9th goal of the season, the 3rd in this match. Lyon missed the opportunity to close the gap on Paris in 3rd with a 2-1 home defeat to Lille. Former Lyon man Yassine Benzia scored the 2 goals, the first one which took a huge deflection past Anthony Lopez, and the second from the penalty spot as Mathieu Valbuena brought down Stéphane Corchia. Yassine Benzia stepped up and converted. The game done and dusted. Lyon did score a late goal for a consolation, but it was a little too late for Bruno Genesio's men. Alexandre Lacazette converting that one. Christophe Galtier's men dominated proceedings to record a 3-0 victory over Toulouse. Romain Hamouma was brought down by Lafont, and Nolan Roux stepped up to score from the penalty spot. 1-0 for Saint-Etienne. Then Somalia was sent off. Monet Paquet added a second with a good header before Nolan Roux converted again from the penalty spot after Hamouma was fouled. Saint-Etienne up to 5th. Marseille continued their run of form with a 5-1 demolishing of Montpellier. Bafetimbi scored a brace in the first half, the first one of those 2 goals coming now. Remy Camilla assisted brilliantly with his header for the second. Centre half Rolando added a 3rd from a corner. Marseille showing they are a much improved side under Rudy Garcia and storming up the table. Ryad BOUDEBOUZ scored a wonderful free kick, but it wasn't enough as Montpellier were going to suffer a major defeat. GOMIS adding a 3rd to get his first hat-trick of the season and his first hat-trick for Marseille. Montpellier's troubles were complete when Remy was sent off for deliberately handballing, and former Newcastle man Florian Thauvin then stepped up and converted. Bordeaux moved up the Ligue 1 table with a solid win over Nancy. A Geoffrey Cuffot own goal put the Girondins ahead before Malcolm then curled in a peach of a free kick to complete a 2-0 win. Malcolm brilliantly striking the ball as it dipped and swerved in. Nancy unlucky not to get anything out of the game. Rennes fell down to 9th in the league table as Nantes looked set to win against them after Jules Eloki scored. The Nantes striker a little bit lucky with the first goal, But at the end of the match, Rennes youngster Joris Gnagnon scored his first senior goal of his career and his first goal for Rennes. Bottom of the table, Lorient hosted Dijon in a must-win game for the Brittany side, but it didn't start well as Luis Diony scored the opener for the newly promoted side. Sylvain Marvaux then levelled before Majid Waris converted the spot kick after he was fouled inside the box. At 2-1, Lorient seemed destined to go on to win the game, but Dijon came back. Jordan Loties scoring the equaliser before LEES-MELOU scored an injury time winner, Dijon winning 3-2. Angers hosted Metz in a duel at the bottom of the table. Flavien Tait scored the opener from a fantastic free kick. Brilliantly worked by the young Frenchman. However, shocking defending at the back meant that Ismaël Traoré turned the ball into his own net. Metz also had Renaud Coad sent off and Diagne sent off. Nicolas Pep scoring the winner in that game. The relegation duel between Bastia and Caen saw one of the goals of the season as Alain Saint-Maximin rushed past three different players before feinting and shooting past Rémi Vercoutre. An absolutely extraordinary goal for the young talent. However, it wasn't enough, as another penalty meant that Ronnie Rodelin had the opportunity to equalise from the spot, which he did. 1-1. So Marseille with a 5-1 thumping against Montpellier on Friday. In the match of the weekend, Paris Saint-Germain drew 1-1 with Monaco. It gets worse for Lorient as they suffer another defeat at the bottom. Monaco on top of Ligue, just above Nice on goal difference. Paris Saint-Germain cut the gap to 3 points. Lyon failed to put pressure on the league leaders and are now 9 points behind. Dijon's win against Lyon sees them climb up the table. Nantes with a good draw against Rennes, but it stays the same for Lorient, who remain rock bottom. In the tie of next week, Monaco will take on Nice. Paris Saint-Germain will go to Dijon and Metz play Olympique Marseille in the early kickoff on Friday.